Hello, I'm John Prendergast, founder of High Impact Academy. For most of my life, I lived with anxiety and stress. My mind was just out of control in its ability to worry. I would take hours to fall asleep at night. I'd be afraid going out socially with friends. Sitting in the classroom was something that could have me on the edge of a panic attack. My world was a small and shrinking place as the years went on because the anxiety and stress built up and I didn't know how to do anything about it. In fact, the amazing thing is, I didn't realize you could do anything about it or that it could change. That was my life. That's all I knew and I simply accepted it. I thought failure is the option to expect whenever I tried anything. I held back from anything that I felt might make me look bad. What if I tried and failed? I'd rerun conversations wondering what other people were thinking. I was, in short, having a fairly miserable time and hiding it to the best of my ability from all those around me. If somebody could have reached me in my teens or in my early 20s with the message that that wasn't how life needed to be, that there was something that could be done to make a huge difference, I probably wouldn't have noticed. I probably wouldn't have accepted it. But if they'd had the ability to really get that message to me in a way that captured my attention, that got me to identify what I was experiencing with their message of how to change for the better, then I could have had anything up to 20 extra years of happiness and success in my life. It was only in my mid-30s that I finally met somebody who could do just that for me. Somebody who really helped me, and I'm eternally grateful to them. Because in a few short months I went from being that person who was essentially hiding from the world to somebody who began to get out there, to enjoy life, to realize that there is so much opportunity and so much to live for. When I started as a therapist, that was really the message I wanted to get out to people. I wanted to let the people who were suffering or who wanted to make a change in their lives and who didn't know how to, that it is possible to change. I put out one press release when I started and I got 6 clients in my first week and I thought, this is easy. 6 weeks later, I'd helped most of them. I had one client who was still with me for more help and I had absolutely no new clients in that time. And I realized it wasn't as easy as I thought. Thankfully, I had training in marketing and sales internationally. I had been mentored by one of the top people in the field, but it was in a different sector. But it was a resource I could draw upon. And I began to look at how to adapt the knowledge I had to the sector that I'm now in, the helping people industry. I tracked everything I did and I tried an amazing amount of things. I tried advertising in various conventional methods, online, and a whole pile of extra things. I looked at how I crafted my message and I tried lots of different ways of communicating my message to the people who needed the help. It took a while, but within a year it had worked. I was booked out. I had a waiting list. I was helping people. I was making the difference I wanted to make. And that's when therapists and trainers began to ask me, how are you doing this? How are you letting people know the message and the fact that you can help them? And I had to think about it because it was just something I was doing. So I went back and I distilled out of all the things I'd done which worked better than others, which worked better in what types of places or what types of problems people were presenting with. And I distilled from that a set of quite simple and easy to implement strategies that have helped numerous therapists to get their message of how they help to the people who need it. Whether you're a fitness instructor, a Pilates instructor, a one-to-one counselor, psychotherapist, if you're a business coach or a personal coach, if you're a complementary or an alternative therapist, there are people who you can help. There are people who are right for you and who your method and your message is right for. I want you to make that difference with as many people as possible. I want to see everybody out there who's looking for help of any type find the right people for them. And that's why I've created High Impact Academy. I want to ensure that the skills and the techniques and the strategies that allow you to reach others, to make the positive change in their lives, is communicated to you. It's the missing link from so many therapy schools and institutions and training institutes. They give you the skills, you can help people, but they don't tell you how to connect that with the person in need. And when you're in need, as I was, it isn't easy to reach out and to find the person. My hope and my goal is to make sure that as many people as possible all over the world are able to find the help that they need. And I hope that you will take your message of help, your message of hope, and your method of creating positive change in the lives of others into as many lives as possible. And I hope to help you do just that.